In this video, you will learn how you can design and build animated websites like these just using AI. I'm going to share with whole process of how to animate and generate images like these, how to add them to your website for them to look amazing. And also I'll touch on how to sell these for a lot of money to the clients just by copying stuff that already works. No need to do something from the scratch because this is AI era, and if you're not fast enough, the client will not work with you. So let's start from the first step, and I'm going to generate an image for our background, and for that I'm going to always to Pinterest. The style that I'm looking for is similar to what you saw on the thumbnail of this YouTube video. So some kind of 3D avatar, some kind of 3D characters similar to these vibes. And just go to Pinterest and find something that you like. Then we can start working with it to create animations and to create the video. I think just generate a couple of different variations of that image. As you can see, I've generated a lot. And basically what you do is you just take a screenshot of the image that you like and then paste into hex field. And for the prompt, I've used various, but mostly it's create a background just like this. It should have abstracts since this is background for my desktop wallpaper. Also said create me a character like this, expand the full height so it's visible, and it will basically create two variations of this character so this looks unique and not just a copycat of something. And once you have a background based on that image, once you have characters based on that image, you can start compiling it all into a website that you like. For all of these images, I've used Nano Banana Pro 2, so I think this is the best version by far to generate anything. And once we have that, we can now create a video for that, which we're going to be using Seedance 2.0. Just click video here at the top, and then you can come here. Basically, it allows you to create a looping videos that are very great for the website. Before I used Kling 3.0, but let me show you the comparison of two videos. So this is the Kling 3.0, and let's just compare how both of them look like. So this is the Kling 3.0 option. As you can see, we have the spin, but then it kind of cuts off before going from the beginning. And this is Seedance 2.0. And let's preview it from the beginning. As you can see, we have the spin here, and it just nicely keeps spinning, even though the prompt is absolutely the same. That's why I'm going to use Seedance 2.0. So once you've generated a couple of backgrounds, I'm going to click animate on this. And I'm going to choose Seedance 2.0. Let's click here. And for the prompt, I'm going to use a simple one. Animate this, no camera movement, no extra elements to be added, no zoom in and no zoom out, and looping animation. Let's choose 8 seconds and auto. And let's just click generate and see what it comes back with. This is the result that we've received. As you can see, it looks perfect for what I need, and I'll show you in a minute what exactly I'm going to do with it. So first, before we add to the website, this video, we need to create our website. And for this, I'm going to go either to anti-gravity, or in this case, I want it pretty quickly. So I'll go with Google AI Studio, and then I can download code and play around with anti-gravity. So for the here section, let's just go to motionsize.ai, and here I'm just going to take a layout that AI is going to build, and then we can update the videos. So I don't really need the background video. I can go in the section where it says the background video, and I can just drop that, or I can replace it with our video. So here is the source URL, and now I'm going to go to the hex field. I'm going to open this, and I'm going to open in the new tab. And I'm just going to take this video from there, go back to our AI Studio, and just replace this URL. You can ask AI to do that. You don't have to do it manually. But now let's just send that. And also one important note, as you can see, this one is in light colors, and we need something in dark colors. So that's what I'm going to say now. I'm going to say here, let's say, here's the prompt that you should build a website, but make sure it is in dark mode. So the prompt below explains you to build everything in light mode. So basically the text is black, but we need reverse. So all of the text has to be white, and basically how it's going to be a dark mode because our video is in dark colors. So let's just send that and see what it comes back with. This is what we've got as the first result. As you can see, it looks pretty good. We got this animation from the prompt, and we also have this beautiful nice bar that it converted to the dark colors. And also the video, there are a few issues. I can see that this is cut here, so let's go here and say add a black to transparency overlay from the top of the video, so you kind of transition is more seamless, if you know what I mean, from black to fully transparent. And also, that would be a second part. Let's say also add that same transparency effect from the bottom of the image, from the bottom of the video. And let's just send that and see what it comes back with. And this is the result that we've got. And now let's build the rest of the page. For that, I'm going to go to Landbook just to get some inspiration for the AI regarding the sections that we need. And it doesn't really matter what you want it to do. Just open something, and this will basically give AI new ideas of how it can lay out content. Unlike it usually does very standard layout, so it doesn't really matter. You can take a screenshot of around 2 sections, just like this. And let's go back to our AI Studio website, and I'm gonna say something like build the rest of the website around 5 sections, and they should have layout similar to the screenshot. Do not copy the exact layout, just use it as an inspiration of how you can position elements on the page. So build around 4 to 5 sections. Keep the same styles that we already established on the hero section. And let's just send that and see what it comes back with. So what we've got, let's scroll down, we see the UI elements from the screenshot. We see the section that we can animate later. We can see this section that is kind of animated as well. We have some features section, and we have footer and CTA. Let's now add animations to here, and I'm going to go to Higgs field and animate our images that we created based on the original design. So kind of I want to animate some of these characters that will move their head, and so let's just do that. I'm going to just click on animate here, and all you have to do is you have to select Seedance 2.0 again. And for the prompt, then you would love to check eligibility before you start animating. So I'm going to take a check on this one. Let's say wait a couple of seconds. Actually combine a few images into one, similar to what we have here. I think that would be pretty cool. So what I can do is I can select one of the images that I've generated, for example this one, and I can click reference here, and I also can select a background that I generated, for example this one, and I could also get reference, and I can say combine these 2 images into one image, and the character should be in the middle, some smaller size. And let's just select 16:9, and let's click generate and see what it comes back with. These are a couple of images that we got. Let's start with this one. So we're gonna go to video tab here and click on Seedance 2, and let's just click image generation, and I can select this image straight up from here. And I'm also gonna say animate this, and let's just send. So this is the image that we already animated. As you can see, it looks perfect just with a simple prompt animate. Basically, you don't really need to explain a lot to the AI. Let's do the same. Let's open this link in the new tab and add it to our website. So just like this, let's open it, go to our AI Studio site, and let's think of a section where we can add. I think we can add it somewhere in this section. So I'm going to say, instead of having the image on the right side of the master your digital assets section, let's have this video. Also, the aspect ratio should be, and let me actually see what is the correct aspect ratio for that. So we're gonna just go to our Higgs field, and for the aspect ratio, we can click on the images. I think this would be 3 and 4. And let's just send that and see what it comes back with. And this is what we've got. As you can see, we have also this beautiful hover effect. And for the next section, let's have our next video. I'm going to say, for the section where wealth takes shape, let's have this video as the background, but also let's have create in from the top of the video and the bottom of the video, so the transition is more seamless. Also, add a offset negative padding from the top of around 200 pixels, because I want the video to be somewhat on top of, somewhat below the text, if you know what I mean. And let's see if our second video is generated that we asked with this image, and it seems like it's still generating, so let's wait a couple more minutes. And here is our video. I think we can tie it to scroll, so once user scroll, the video zooms in. But let's first add it like this to the website, and then we can add that scrollytelling feature later. So let's go back here and let's just paste the video in here and wait and see what it comes back with. And here's our option, but the problem now, it's kind of not looping. So let's fix that by adding a scroll dot tie to this video. So I'm going to say, let's, instead of playing this video in the fourth section, let's have it tied to scroll, so it only plays when someone scrolls the page. And I'm also going to add a quick prompt, which is, if video seeking, tell the browser update the video frame only when you have finished drawing the previous one. And I'm also going to copy this to let it know which section I'm talking about. In this section, let's have the video play back. And let's just send it and see what it comes back with. And here we have our result. As you can see, we have this nice scroll effect, and the video plays in, and it kind of creates like a parallax effect, which is pretty cool. Now let's create something for the last section, which is footer. For this section, we can just ask it to remove all of the images. So let's say that for the section built for the future, let's remove the stuff under the text, so this circling thing, the squares, and also let's just keep icons on top of the headline. So import Google Material icons and place them there. If you can import animated icon library, that would be even better. And let's just send it and see what it comes back with. Our section, which is improved, it added some icons here at the top. And then we have icons here. So now for the last section, I wanted to have some video as well, but I want it to be just on the sides, so the middle is clean. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to Pixfield. I'm going to select one of the generated images like this. I'm going to reference it, and I'm going to say, create an image like this in 8K, but the middle should be empty, without a person, without a character. And on the sides, it should have these abstract stuff only on the sides, but keep the center empty. So let's just send that and select about 4 options to kind of see what it comes back with, and wait and see what it comes back with. This is what we got. I think I'm going to go with this option. I'm going to go back to video. I'm going to click Seedance 2 here, and I'm going to verify the image that we just generated, which was this one. Check eligibility, and let's wait a couple of seconds. So let's just select this, and I'm gonna say animate this, and let's just send that and see what it comes back with. And here is what we received. Let's basically add the same effect to it, add to the website using scroll interactions. So once they scroll, the video will play out. So let's just do that. Let's go back to our AI website that we just built. Scroll down through all of the sections that we have here. And for the footer, let's say add this video to the CTA and combined with the footer. So this video is pretty long. You can combine it into 2 sections. Also remove the lines from the footer. And let's have the same scrolling effect to it as we have in the section, which is where wealth takes shape. So once the user scroll, the video plays. And let's just send the video and send that and see what it comes back with. And here we have our parallax kind of animation effect in the footer. And some of you might be asking, how did I create these 3 videos? So it's very simple. It's just basically one video, vertical video. And then the prompt is for this section, let's have this video as a background of each card. The first card should have the top video aligned to the top, the second card aligned to the center, and the third card aligned to the bottom. So basically the focal point, if you know what I mean, and it aligned it, and it looked different, but it all in one style. And this is very cool way that you can add some nice animations to your cards. So yeah, this was it. And just like that, we have a quick landing page. Of course, you would create it for your own theme. Basically what your clients needs. This was just for demonstrative purposes. That's why I've used these kind of elements. But following this style, you can just ask AI to create, let's say you're building a website for a fintech. You would just have asked AI to create you a website for a fintech. And instead of having this girl having a credit card in the same style, instead of having this, you would just have like some coins flying around in the same style. So basically it's all applicable to any theme you're building. I'll just show you the full process that I'm using it. And then the next step would be to actually create a video, post it on social media to get first attention. And if you tag me on Twitter, just go on Twitter and tag me. Thanks for the prompt or whatever. Feel inspired. I'm checking all of the designs, and if I like, I'll just repost it, and this will be first exposure to you. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.